2002 C5 Z06, wrapping up this smaller supercharger pulley and header installation. So we're going to tighten up the belt, and you can see the notches here. These two are aligned, and as we bring the increased attention, this notch is going to line up with this notch on the left side. And then we're going to put the intake back as well as the catch can. Our red valve covers and the battery. So right now what we got is 3/4 inch here for this main nut. That has to be loose or this isn't going to rotate. 14 millimeter here, also loose. Again, this is the older style bracket, and this is a 14 millimeter. And as we loosen here, this will tighten up, and then we'll lock down this guy in the back, and that would be it. All right, just two things to note. This was a 1/2 inch, and you can see the notches are starting to separate here. So I'm just going to keep tightening, which is actually loosening in this direction. Right, because as you loosen here, it pushes this rod back, and that's what's causing the tension. Until I line up here. Alright, so I've adjusted this right about to the same line. I tighten this by pulling it towards me. I'll tighten this guy now. And we should be done with the supercharger. Alright, so I secured this with my thumb wheel and 8 millimeter. And then for these guys, it's going to be 7/16, and I'll use my thumb wheel again. I've hooked up this barb here. It comes off my catch can, and people put them here on the back side because the way I routed it, that's on the front there. And I'm going to take my cardboard off here in a moment, and I will run catch can above the intake and start lining it up. Alright, so I'm just moving everything into place here. I'll drop the filter portion down. Alright, I haven't mated them here yet, but you did have to rock the filter a little bit to the left to get it to go down. Alright, so the filter's in place. That line that connects to it is free. I've tightened this with my thumb wheel as tight as I can by hand. So now I'll put this catch can back. Here it is uncovered. I'm going to mount it here. I know it's at an angle, but it really doesn't matter because the catch can's huge. I never fill it up more than a very little bit before it gets cleaned out. So that works. It's been working just fine. That's secured. It's got a spring washer on it also, and it was also 7/16. Again, that's unique to everybody's individual setup. Last thing we'll do right now, I think, is throw this cover on, and then I'll make a separate video for putting the battery back. You're gonna have to take the filler cap off. And grab this. You got these hooks that'll swivel at the top, and then two clips on this side that'll hold it in place. Alright, we are almost ready to start the car.